find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
Wait, we got a dream next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And guys, look, we want to truly appreciate all that love and support you've been giving to us. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. So close to 3,500, so we can give away some jerseys there. Mm-hmm. And speaking of giveaways, I'd like to pop up a little picture here. This is from Anthony Koeppel. This is a DeAndre Swift jersey that we gave away on one of our giveaways, earlier this year.
Right.
So Anthony, hey, look, we truly appreciate you watching us on the channel, and just giving you a little shout out there.
Any of you guys who won in the past, watch some of our old videos, because we have some people that still haven't contacted us yet on the email.
Yeah, so we still need you to reach out at smashmouth1footballerz@gmail.com. Just reach out to us. We'll go over some authentication, make sure that you are who you are based on your handle, your YouTube handle, and we're going to make sure you get that gear or maybe that jersey that you deserve. We may even do a large announcement going forward so that we can get that out. I know we had several people contact us, but we've also had several people not. But don't forget, we got multiple giveaways.
Yep.
So
have another one this week.
So this weekly giveaway for our merchandise. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and to comment on any video. It could be a short. It could be more of our longer videos during the week. We're going to pick 3 names. One person will win a hat. Mm-hmm. One's going to win a shirt, and one is going to win a tumbler. Also, if you go to our merch store, you're going to also see our gear, and I'm going to tell you right now, we wear this stuff even outside of just the podcast alone. And, I mean, I love the shirts. I'm not going to lie to you. They remind me of the old Under Armours that just kind of...
They don't shrink.
They don't shrink. They're comfortable. And I use my tumbler all the time. But we're going to give, for every one of those items you buy, right, $5 goes in a hat. And then eventually we're going to give away this mini speed helmet. Is signed and authenticated by Beckett for Devin White when he was on Tampa Bay, as well as we have a mini Boba Fett Funko Pop that's also signed by the actor. We're going to give that away as well. And then again, once we get to 3,500 subscribers, we're giving away 4 jerseys to 4 individual winners. It'll be 3 Tajay Spears, and it'll be 1 Jackson jersey from when he was on the Chargers.
Right.
So this week, we're going to go over our Thursday night game. And we're also going to talk about some of our events that we've gone through in our drafts and in our leagues that we're going through, and just kind of give you some of our hits and misses and let you see where we stand this year.
Yeah, we play in different types of leagues, some dynasty, some, PPR. We play in one that's non-PPR standard league. So we'll go over our actual lineups, because we both have made it to the playoffs.
Yep.
But first things first, we got to talk about this Thursday game.
Yep.
49ers and Rams.
Man,
it's going to be great.
So Matt Stafford, he put on a clinic last week.
Yeah, anybody who watched that Bills-Rams game, man, they could have made videotape of that and sent it off to every high school and college in the country how to play quarterback if your quarterback's a running quarterback or if he's a pocket quarterback.
That's right, man. What the total come out? Almost 90 points.
Man, it's 86 points.
God, that
it came down to the wire too. I mean, it was a really good game.
That doesn't happen often in any game to get that many points.
Right. So a little bit of player stats on this one. Josh Allen had 342 yards and 3 passing touchdowns.
And 3 rushing touchdowns.
That's insane. 82 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
So that was a record from what I understand. He broke. He's the first one.
He's absolutely
both in the same game.
Absolutely the MVP this year.
Wow.
I mean, this guy's unstoppable, man. At the detriment of James Cook, of course.
Yeah.
And that hurt me. Six carries for 20 yards. And on the other side of the ball, to give Matt Stafford some love because he deserves it. 320 yards and 2 touchdowns throwing. Mm-hmm. Kyron Williams had 29 carries
Man.
29. He's a small guy, man. He's carrying. He's holding up. He's carrying the ball. 87 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Puka even rushed one in.
Yeah. They using the crap out of Puka.
Man, Puka is amazing. If he's not the number 1 receiver in the league, he's number 2.
Yeah.
And he's missed a lot of time. As far as it being important to
he missed what, 4 games? 3 games?
As far as being important to fantasy football.
Shit.
So Rams 49ers, who
well,
49ers have running back issues. And Taylor's up next.
They just picked up one of the Jets running backs. I
don't think it really matters. I mean, I would almost.
Oh yeah, they're bleeding out right there in that position.
I mean, there's a reason why these people have been cut, and the reason why these people are on practice squads. And you got Debo out there saying, "I need the ball more." Why would they not run him? Why would they not put him in a Taysom Hill type situation where he runs the ball sometimes, catches the ball some? That's what I would do. He's done it before. So, to me, Debo's a play, even though most people shy away from him right now. I think he's a play in this one.
George Kittle, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Jawan Jennings, yes.
So that's about all they got.
They ain't got much more.
Brock Purdy last year, he got you some fair down the middle points as a quarterback. This year, man, he's terrible.
Yeah, I think he'll bounce back. He's been middle of the road, but I think he bounces back in this game. Rams are kind of tough on defense. But,
well, it's a system. So if the system ain't working right, quarterback ain't doing nothing.
And the system's built around CMC, so they're kind of struggling. Rams play them all. Even though it's the 49ers defense, they're not as great as they were at the beginning of the season.
Matt Stafford, Kyrene Williams, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua.
Yep.
Man, you got
to play them. You got to
go
play
without them.
So that's what we think about Thursday. Let's talk about.
So who do you think wins?
Oh, I think the Rams win.
Yeah, I do too.
I think Matt Stafford throws 3 touchdowns in this one.
I don't think the 49ers, even at home, get it together enough to beat Matt Stafford, especially coming off the week they had last week. The motivation and the morale is high.
I think it'll come down to a field goal, maybe 6 points, but Stafford will have 3 touchdowns. Brock Purdy will probably have 2.
Well, they got San Francisco giving up 3, so somebody out there thinks they're winning.
Yeah.
I think it's only because it's a home game.
I don't think it. I don't think so. So as far as us playing fantasy football, as y'all can see, Chad's not here today. Chad's not here.
I'm glad he's not here.
Chad's sick today. So we play in a bunch of leagues together. I play in one league that you guys don't play in.
Right.
In this league.
And it's confusing to me.
It's very confusing. So a long time ago, I joined this league many, many, many years ago, and it was just a regular old standard league. Then they voted into a PPR league. Okay. I would win every year. So then they started voting for ways for me not to win. Used to be I would play the style of fantasy football where I would pick up players and drop them just so you couldn't have them for the playoffs.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, so they stopped me from trying to do that, and then they went to this thing called divisional. So in divisional,
that's what's confusing me.
So I'm 11-3 in that league. The person in first place is my son. He's 12-2. He's in first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 11-3, and I'm in third. The guy in second place is 7-7. He's in the other division.
And you said that's because he's in a different division.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I have more wins. I don't get the first round bye. He gets it at 7-7. But I'm still playing this league because I'm going to win it. So let's go into the ones.
Those guys in that league, that's called confidence.
Yeah. Either I'm going to win it or my son's going to win it. One or the other.
There you go.
So,
and then you're going to hit him for rent money, right?
Yeah.
Hey, since you're staying at this house, boy, let me get that.
High rollers. The high roller league, that's our standard league.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go on the high roller league here. My team, I'm starting Kyler Murray over Jared Goff because Jared Goff's playing against Buffalo's defense. I'm starting Kyler Murray against New England. DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison Jr., Nico, Josh Jacobs, James Conner. The tight end spot is kind of difficult for me. Disley's not going to play, so I have to play Cole Kmet. I'm hoping he does something. Probably won't, But since Jonathan Brooks has tore his knee up again, man, that looked terrible. A non-contact injury, same knee. So it gave Chuba a gift, and it also gave me a gift. I got Chuba in 3 leagues.
Then you got another running back that starts.
Yeah, so Chuba, I'm gonna start Chuba. People I'm putting on the bench: Tyrone Tracy against Baltimore's run defense. Russell Wilson, Cedric Tillman is questionable. I may put Jake Ferguson in over Cole Kmet. I don't know yet. And Ladd McConkey's on my bench. And my defense is Denver against Indianapolis.
I like the idea of putting Ferguson in over Kmet. Because, I mean, Minnesota has one of the best defenses, and then Kmet just hadn't been getting that action this year.
I think you're pretty far up there on that one, aren't you? You're in fourth place on that one.
Yeah, and I've had a couple bad weeks. Last week, I almost should have pulled it out.
Yeah, we still have 2 more games to play in this league. We're not in the playoffs just yet. We this is a 4-team playoff, not a 6-team, so we still have 2 more weeks.
Let's see what he had last week.
Did you play against Jamar Chase or?
Yeah, that's how that went. Man, I'm losing to those good weeks, everybody. But for me, I'm playing Jalen Hurts against Pittsburgh, and my option on the other end is Baker Mayfield against the Chargers. So I'm putting Hurts in. Playing Calvin Ridley, Mike Evans, and Adam Thielen.
Thielen's an animal this year.
I've got Breece Hall. I've picked up his backup.
Okay, so
I got Braylon Allen
in case he doesn't play.
Just in case he don't play. I've got Jonathan Taylor. I've got Sam Laporta, which I may swap out for Tucker Kraft. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now.
Yeah, I probably would do that.
I got Tucker Kraft, and I got Gus Edwards in my flex. Brandon Aubrey, and believe it or not, I literally just a couple of minutes ago dropped my defense and had Detroit, and I swapped Detroit out for Baltimore playing the Giants.
I like it.
You know,
I like it.
I feel like that was the bigger bite with Detroit playing who they were playing this week, playing Buffalo. Buffalo's going to score, so I have Detroit's defense.
I see you got 2 people on there on your bench.
Okay.
Charbonnet showed out last.
And I'm just going to see if he's playing next week.
Yeah.
If he plays this week, I'll probably swap him out for Gus Edwards.
And Malik Neighbors against Baltimore's terrible pass defense.
He hasn't been hitting for me.
He hasn't been hitting for me.
Man, I every week I've kept him in. That has been my weakest spot every week.
That's in our standard league. Let's go to our PPR league, which we are in the championships right now.
Yeah.
So this is the one of them six team playoffs. I squeaked in there. They messed around, let me in this.
Man.
So, and my quarterback, this is why I was in 6th place.
Okay.
It's Jordan Love. I have Garrett Wilson. I'm playing Garrett Wilson, Jacoby Myers, Jerry Jeudy. I'm gonna play Tracy. I have to. Ramondre Stevenson, McBride if he plays. He's questionable right now. And Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle's been amazing for me the last couple of games.
Crazy. He wasn't nothing, and all of a sudden he became a somebody.
I'm benching Jalen Reed, man. Jalen Reed after that last game, but nothing but zeros across the board. I can't risk it. Benching Neighbors, ATN, and
Jacksonville's so messed up.
I'm breaching Breece Hall.
You know,
this is
Jacksonville's so terrible right now.
Man, it's insane how bad they are, and they have their quarterback is the 2nd highest paid quarterback in the league, or 3rd. Yuku Kim is or Younghoe Koo, that's his name.
Yeah,
Younghoe Koo
is your kicker.
Is my kicker, and I got Minnesota's defense.
Minnesota's defense is gonna be good.
Right now the matchup is saying I'm picked to lose by 6, but you know, I feel like I have a pretty good team. But he is Matt Stafford playing, and he has the secret weapon, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, man.
Yeah. So I'm trying to match up as best I can. I'm looking for volume on Jerry Jeudy and for Jacoby Myers. Tracy, I'm hoping that he catches a couple out of the backfield. That's where I'm at on that one.
I struggled in this league this year, and a lot of it started off with the fact that I started the season off with Dak Prescott. You know, and Dak, my thing with him was I picked him as one of my quarterbacks because like he has been consistent for the last 4 or 5 years as far as
last year he had better numbers than Mahomes.
Yeah, like
so you had to.
I mean, he was just and then all of a sudden, I mean, even before the injury, I actually got rid of him before the injury, but like he wasn't doing anything.
But you got him in like the 8th round or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. So I'm finishing off the year with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, and some of my biggest mistakes is that I played Jaden Daniels when I shouldn't have, and I didn't play him when I should have.
Yeah, he was up and down.
He was so up and down. I have Justin Jefferson, and
Up and down.
He has not. He's got 5 touchdowns on the year.
He's still the best.
6. I'm sorry, 6 on the year.
He's still the best. They've been playing him hard.
Cooper Kupp, which he went out early. I missed a couple games with him. Tyreek Hill, he's not been doing much for me either this season. Joe Mixon, he's been great. Josh Jacobs, he's been great all year. Those two guys, like those two positions, honestly, unless I look at them, they're on bye. Like I never even look at them.
Right.
My tight end was initially Kyle Pitts. He's done falling off at the beginning of the season.
I think it was 2 games he was good, and then he fell off.
Just fell off. So Zach Ertz is who I'm using right now. Calvin Ridley is my flex, and I have Elliott for Philly as my kicker. And I got Detroit's defense, which I may change that. But, I've got Nick Chubb on the bench. Now, I thought Nick Chubb was going to come back at some point. I've just been stashing him forever, and he's still,
they're slinging the ball.
Yeah, Jameis is a beast.
Doing Jameis type stuff, man. I love watching Jameis play football.
They were talking about him on a couple ESPN shows the other day, and reminded me of some things you were talking about, because they were like, he just wants to fit it in that window.
Yeah, little tiny. He wants to try to fit in this couplet. Yep. But I like the way he plays. He plays fearless and not as a business. He plays to play. Plays to win. And I wish he was still the quarterback of the Saints and over Derek Carr. The dude's fun to watch.
Another one I got on the bench is Eckler. He went to injury reserve. And then Darnell Mooney. He's been pretty decent. But with Calvin Ridley being the number 1 for Tennessee, and I mean, come on, man. If you look at this lineup, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, why would you put Mooney in?
You should be getting a bye. Yeah.
But that's didn't happen that go around.
Wow.
So, Dynasty. Let's go over
Dynasty. I'm in second place. I have a bye this week. So, but, Jalen Hurts is my quarterback. And
he's done good.
He's done great. And, but a lot of my other players were getting hurt. I have a bye, so I haven't even set any lineup up on that one. But when it comes time, it's going to be Nico is my number 1 receiver, of course, and running back wise, I think in that league I drafted Etienne with like my 4th pick, and I shouldn't have done that. Yep. So I've been having to fill in. So James Conner has saved me many, many times in this league, and so has Breece Hall. Okay, and other than that, I'm just cruising along in that league. I mean, it doesn't look like a championship team, but Jalen Hurts has been doing it for me.
Yeah, he's definitely doing it. I'm trying to find your stuff. Well, for me in this one, same situation. Dak Prescott started the year off as my quarterback. And again, I ended up putting him. This is a dynasty league, so I'm hoping he comes back next year and does really great. So I got him on injured reserve, which I can stash him. First pick, of course, I had McCaffrey, and that was just like Joe says all the time, that was a waste of a pick.
Yeah, that's a wasted pick.
First pick, first round, terrible.
I don't think he's going to come back as anything.
Not as good as he used to be.
No, I don't think so.
Jaden Daniels is now my starter. I got Joe Mixon, Kyrene Williams, Cooper Kupp, Terry McLaurin, Kate Otten, and A.J. Brown.
Right. Brandon
Aubrey. And I got the Vikings defense.
Yeah, sounds to me like you're probably going to win.
No, not going to happen. My biggest issue this year is the same situation. I didn't play Jaden Daniels when I should. Like, there was a week that I met Stafford and Cooper Kupp, and I would swap them out for Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels.
You were playing the wrong guy at the wrong time.
And then Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp would get 80 points between the two. And then Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin wouldn't get nothing.
Right.
I'd swap them back around, and guess what? It was the opposite. Like, they would get just exactly the same.
In this league, when Mike Evans got hurt, I dropped him.
Yeah.
And I think you picked him up, didn't you?
No, I wish I had.
Yeah. I messed up on that, but I've been doing filling in people every week.
My bench looks like this: Raheem Mostert, which I think I should have dropped. That's so long ago, and I didn't. Gus Edwards, Javonte Williams. I've been stashing him. I played him a couple weeks. He did good during the weeks that I had him, but I just let him sit there. Calvin Ridley, which he's been doing pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. He gets a lot of targets. I think he almost got 20-something points last week.
Mm-hmm. 12.9. No, it was McLaurin that did.
McLaurin was a great pickup that you got. I wasn't sure he was going to do anything this year.
Yeah. And then Darnell Mooney, he's been doing so good. I picked him up third or fourth week, and he's just doing it good. I picked up Elijah Moore a couple weeks ago.
And with Jameis as quarterback, he might as well.
That was the reason.
Might as well. I mean, he's made guys who were forgotten about and cut off teams. He's made them back into stars, man. Jerry Jeudy, Moore, then Njoku. Everybody wanted to doubt him. Yeah, he's doing great for me in the Dynasty League.
Speaking of Njoku, my other guy, Tank Dell, I probably should have got rid of him. And then Kyle Pitts, same thing. I mean, he's a great player, but they're not getting the love that he needs. And that's about all I got.
I'm not going to panic in the other league and go pick up Taylor or anything like that for 49ers. I'm just going to play somebody else in that spot. I'll move up. I'll move up James Conner into my RB2. Yeah, and play a wide receiver who gets high volume, like Adam Thielen or somebody that gets high volume, in the flex spot.
Now I've got another league I'm in. It's my family league, and let's see. I can't remember where I'm at on this one. Okay. And my team for that one, I've been playing around with this one because I'm not really trying to do all that.
You're not trying to beat your family?
Right. Last couple of weeks I've played Jameson Winston.
Okay.
I had Breece Hall. You know what? I didn't take him out last week. Mm-hmm. And he didn't play. James Conner.
Right.
Cooper Kupp, A.J. Brown. Last week I played Freiermuth. Nick Chubb, he's been sitting in my flex. I haven't moved him either. I got Bates from Detroit. Eagles defense. It's a short list here. Stroud, I had him. Joe Mixon, he's been sitting on my bench. Charbonnet, same thing. Right. Terry McLaurin in that one as well. Zach Ertz, Goddard, he's on reserve for me, and so is Dobbins. I had Dobbins at one point.
Wow.
But, I wasn't trying to beat anybody, and I didn't even get in the playoffs in that one. But, of course, like I said last week, I didn't even take out two guys that didn't play. But my sister's winning that one, and Sherman Clifton is winning another one. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is I in the high roller in the standard league, I beat Chad.
Okay.
I shouldn't have.
Right.
Because I had Ladd McConkey playing. Didn't right at game time, he's not playing. Zeros.
Right.
Cole Kmet was my tight end. Zeros. Nothing.
That's why I said you might want to swap Kmet out. I don't think he's going to get that love.
And DJ Moore got me 2 points. And Chad had CD. I got lucky on that one.
CD is another player, just kind of like Jefferson and everybody else. Man, these are superstar players that just ain't getting what
they're not. Yeah. So that's a little insight on how we pick our players. And then if there's anybody out there this time of year, if there's anybody on, I look at the person I'm playing. If they have anybody that's questionable or anybody that could potentially not be playing, and I know they have a need for a running back, I got no problem picking up 2 running backs and dropping 2 of my players and then dropping those 2 players as well, and just so they can't have them.
That's a good point. So right now you're going into the playoffs, right? And maybe you're not in the playoffs yet. Maybe you are, and you're facing somebody, and you're trying to beat whoever it may be, and you notice that their wide receivers hurt, or their tight ends hurt,
even a questionable,
right? So you got a couple of spots on your bench that man, I'm not going to use those. Those guys are whatever, yada yada yada. So you go, just like Joe says, hey, I'm going to go get the top 2 selected running backs that's on the waiver wires. I'm going to stash them. I'll drop them next week. I ain't worried about it. Mm-hmm. But after I beat you.
Yep. So I like to pick them up. And I know this isn't right, but I like to pick them up and then drop them immediately just so they can see that they can't have them.
Can't have them?
Yeah. They see them right there and they can't have them.
Right before the game starts. Here you go. Bing, bing, bing. Waiver wire pickups.
Taylor's going to be one of them.
Or quarterbacks. That's another one.
Yep.
Do you pick up a two or three quarterbacks?
There's not really anybody out there that I would really be too worried about. Maybe Jameis.
No, I'm just saying in the long run, you notice, I don't know, let's say.
Well, I did that with Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I did it with Russell Wilson 2 weeks in a row.
So, yeah, Russ is on fire. Winston would be a good save for somebody who had a quarterback who had an injury or something like that.
Someone was going in with Caleb Williams, and I was like, they're going to be looking for a quarterback. So I went in there, saw Russ there. I said, I'm taking him. And
that's it.
Dropped him immediately. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. So we're going to be back on we're going to be back on Friday.
Friday. Yep, we're going to be back on Friday. We're going to talk about the weekend games. Hopefully Chad will be here. And we're going to go over some of last weekend's stats and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's what we'll have.
Yeah, this is just a little insight on how we play.
All right, guys. Well, until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
And we're out.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true.